Sleep might be one of my favorite things, but how important is it really when it comes to our health? Well, lucky for me, we have an expert here today. So from the original Mattress Factory, let's welcome Greg Trzynski. Hi.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming. Like I said, sleep is one of my favorite things, and health and fitness and nutrition are also. But when it comes to sleep, is it really that important to our health?
It's really paramount. So when you think about it, and most people don't because they're sleeping, you spend over a third of your life in bed.
Oh, yeah.
And that's critical, right? And so, why is that important? Well, sleep is restorative.
Right.
It really sets you up for the nutrition piece, your metabolism, mental well-being, getting you ready for the next day, sort of a reset, right, for your whole body.
Right.
And so, again, the amount of time is what's staggering to most people because you just don't think about it because you're sleeping.
No, you don't. Now that I think about it, you're either at work or asleep for most of your life.
Right.
When it comes to sleep, though, how much does your mattress really affect that quality of sleep?
Yeah, it's also enormous, right? So when you think about it, you spend over a third of your life in bed.
Right.
It's, okay, well, what's the key component there? And again, on our website, you can find, and just online, you can find a whole bunch of other sleep tips. No caffeine too close to bed, don't work out too close to bed, not too much, TV, etc. But your mattress is where you're physically spending your time.
Okay.
And so if it's too hard or too soft, if you're not getting good quality sleep, it's going to affect all those things we talked about before in terms of your health and well-being.
Okay, so are there signs that we can look out for? Because obviously if you're not sleeping well, you're not getting good quality sleep, it's going to have kind of a domino effect. So what are some signs that people can look out for that might mean that their mattress is affecting their sleep and therefore their health?
Yeah, I think if you're waking up and you're still tired, if you're tired throughout the day, if you're aches and pains, after a night of sleep, and not so much after you do a whole day's work in the yard or something like that, right? That's a little different.
Right.
But if on a regular basis you're just not feeling great, the other thing is I found out firsthand was my wife was like, "Hey, you're not sleeping so well." Right? And so it's, also people that around you, like, you're cranky, you're grouchy, I didn't sleep late last night. So there's a lot of different ways, but it's also looking at your mattress. If it's all bumpy and lumpy and you're just not feeling real good, it's probably time for a new bed.
I always wake up tired. I don't know if that's my mattress or if it's just that I'm a mom, but can you talk about the mattresses that we have here and what makes them different? I'm gonna sit on this one because it looks comfy.
Sure, so when you asked about how important is your mattress, if you sit on this one and you go over and sit on this one, they're drastically different in feel, but the support is still the same.
Okay.
Right? And so I think, what happens is it's your personal preference. If somebody tells you that that's the most popular mattress and has the greatest reviews, but you don't like it, it's probably not the right one for you. You're not gonna sleep great. Also, when you shop for a mattress, it's how do you sleep? If you're a side sleeper, you're probably not going to like a mattress that's harder in feel because it's going to kind of press into your hips and your shoulders a little bit more. So it really is a personal preference thing. If it doesn't feel good in the store, it's not going to feel good at home, regardless of what people have told you.
Right, regardless of the millions of people who like that mattress, you might not fit with that mattress.
Correct.
I really like this. I'm a big fan of like comfy and pillow top, and as much as I can, I like to spend time in bed. Now, people are working from home more than ever. They're spending more time in bed. So should that really change the way that we're looking at mattresses when it comes to quality?
Yeah, interesting question, because as we've already established, sleep is super important. So I think you should be buying the best quality you can, anyway. But what's changed with the more working at home, people are watching TV in bed, working in bed, reading in bed, is sort of the sale of adjustable beds. So something that's become very popular for us is they articulate head and foot. Some have massage motors and features and everything, but it does allow you to do a little bit more, sitting up kind of things and being in bed more often, more frequently.
Okay, so when you're deciding that you want to invest in better sleep and invest in your health, what are some things you should look for when you're shopping for mattresses?
First and foremost, I know we live in a digital world and convenience is key for so many things. With your mattress, you really need to go try them out.
Yeah.
Take your significant other if you have one and you want to spend probably about an hour, narrowing it down. And pretty much everybody narrows it down to 2 or 3 pretty quickly.
Okay.
Then spend 10 or 15 minutes on that bed how you would normally sleep, side, stomach, back. And really just kind of pay attention to how it feels. That's the biggest sort of, I think, issue today is people just aren't spending the time to find the right one, given its level of importance to, again, everything we do.
Yeah, I mean, I know several people who have bought mattresses online, and that just doesn't seem conducive to good sleep to me.
It's difficult because, again, somebody else may have said it's a great mattress, but it might work for you, but is it really what's best for you?
Right. That totally makes sense. Well, you know, I have been super into my health lately, so now I need to go home and tell my husband that we need a new mattress.
Absolutely.
Greg, thank you so much for joining us today. I've learned a lot about quality sleep.
Thank you very much for having me.
Guys, I'm just trying to change positions and figure out how I can make this couch as comfortable as that
I can see that. Look at you. She get used to the mattress.
Yes, absolutely. Y'all, we have to take a break. We're going to hit the snooze button, but when we come back, we have a segment to die for. Don't go anywhere.
This segment is brought to you by Stanton Optical.
Book an eye exam or walk into Stanton Optical today to meet with one of our eye care specialists for same-day eye exams and same-day glasses. Stanton Optical. Easy's our thing.